All right, Julian, congratulations. This is a great job you did on the midterm. So um, I'm giving you an A plus with what you've sent me already. But you did ask me for some more feedback. So I'm going to give you some tips. Well, I'm gonna walk through the extra credit on get canvas bounds and show you how to do that, because it looks like you made an attempt at that one. And then we'll talk about the array list stuff, maybe just from a stylistic point of view, what's the best way to implement that stuff. So let's see. So I saw that you put a canvas bounds method in here. That's a good place for it, actually. Canvas should be able to return what its rectangle is, right? The question asks for a rectangle. So if you want to return a rectangle, this needs to be a rectangle. And there are different ways of getting a rectangle of an object, but what we're doing right here, you see we have this width and height, right? So we let's see, how are you doing your get width and get height? Okay, so you have canvas.getWidth. So you're calling that on your I say from the canvas pane. Okay, that makes sense. So what we could do is we could use that to create our rectangle. So let's see how rectangles get created in here. Let's go to Java class libraries, and let's look for rectangle in here. I'm just gonna click in here and do a search. So rectangle. See what the constructors are for it here. Oh, I don't see a construct. Well, oh, I see. There's the field summary. So we have height, width, x, y. Okay, so you can just pass it a dimension, and it creates a new rectangle whose top left corner is 0, 0, and width and height are the dimension. That sounds like what we need. So what we could do then is to return the rectangle, we could just return a new rectangle with oh, you know what we could do also is see, we might just be able to get it if we're using the canvas pane anyway. Let's see here if the canvas pane has something we can use. So canvas pane extends JPanel. So let's see what JPanel has in the way of rectangle information. So let's find JPanel. See if we can get the rectangle. Okay, so here's what. So here are the methods that are implemented in JPanel, but it also inherits methods, right, from JComponent. So let's see, is there anything like get bounds? What does that do? So get bounds returns a rectangle. Stores the bounds of the component into return value RV and returns RV. Okay. So you have to pass it a rectangle. If RV is null, a new rectangle gets allocated. Oh, okay. So if you already have a rectangle, it'll create one for you. But what we can do, So basically, it looks like what we can do then, since canvas pane is a J panel and a J panel is a J component, and J component already implements get bounds, we could just say return canvas.getBounds. Oops, and remember that bounds needs an input. GetBounds needs an input. It needs a rectangle. So you can pass it null, and then it'll just create a new rectangle. So why do we care if it's creating a new rectangle or not? Well, if you're going to call getCanvasBounds a whole bunch of times, then it might become an issue. It might slow things down if Java has to keep doing garbage collection because it's creating so many of these rectangles. So you could have an instance variable that's just a dummy rectangle or whatever, and then pass that down here. But for this application, that would be fine. You could just say getCanvasBounds. In fact, you could just say in this one, you could just call this one getBounds, and then in make sure that compiles, and then in square, you could write your do we have any? In square, you could get your canvasBounds. There. Okay, so we have canvas. I see we have canvas.getHeight. So you could make a getCanvasBounds and just return canvas.getBounds. Because oh, hold up, we don't have a canvas. Where did the canvas come from? Oh, I see. You have to say getCanvas. Okay, so we can say getCanvas getBounds. Can't find method getCanvas. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, it's a static guy. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me just see if that satisfies what I asked you. So, okay, so it says extract the code from change position that gets the min and max y's, write a method called getCanvasBounds that returns a rectangle with required values. Okay, so that'll do it. All right, so that'll return a rectangle with the bounds of your canvas. All right, so that's how that gets implemented. And then, like I said, I have some comments on style that I'll send in another video.